Good morning, everybody. This is Robert People of RobertPeople.com, and you're listening to People's Court. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Monday, December 30th, 2011. That means the next one I want to do. I do these broadcasts on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Wednesday is the first of the new year, so it's first of the year, so first day of 2020. So, hope everyone is having a good day so far, good start to the day. I'm going to get right into this. Okay, one thing, speaking of the new year, a lot of people are talking about is, of course, the New Year's resolutions and so on. But one of what I hear very often, seemingly every year, is how people are going to get rid of fake friends, and so on and so on. Okay, and that's fine. That's good. You don't need to keep toxic people like that in your life. You do not need that. So this is not to say that that's a bad idea, that is wrong in any way, shape, or form. However, the problem comes in when you know people are fake, okay, or whatever you want to call them, and you choose to keep them around anyway. This is what I mean by this. Especially on social media. Some people repeat this all the time. They repeat about fake friends and they're so this and that and everything in the world. However, what does it say that you're keeping them there? Why do you need to keep them to prove what? It's one thing when you don't know who they are. When you are unaware, and forgive me, I feel a little something coming on cold wise, so pardon the sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, and all that good stuff. But let's understand this. Why are you keeping those people around? Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes people are younger, they don't really understand, they give people chances, so on and so forth. But there are a lot of instances where people know. You know who these fake friends are, and you know who I'm talking about. You can try to pass it off on someone else as if you were talking to me or if you're talking to someone else, but you know deep down exactly what you're doing. And so often we keep those fake friends around to prove something to them, to show them about our lives, to keep them in the loop for whatever reason, who knows why. But you know that's what you're doing, and that's what needs to stop. If you have to address fake friends all the time, constantly, you got to start looking at yourself and asking, why am I having to do this as often as I am? Why am I constantly having to address fake friends? I don't know if it's because it feels like a good thing to say, because you need the validation from others on social media. But if you are having to talk about them, it means either you are not learning your lesson or you're keeping those fake folks around to prove something to them. And in both cases, there's a problem. Once you reach a certain age, and again, we're not talking about 16, 17-year-olds who are just learning this. We're talking about people in their 30s, in their 40s, fake friends. Are you serious? You're pushing 40 years old and you're talking about fake friends? By the time you're in your 30s, you've had enough friends, I want to say, by then to be able to identify this. But if if one person fools you and maybe two, I can understand. But if you are talking about this almost every other day, who are you trying to address? Chances are, if you're talking about this on your social media, you already know who it is and who these people are. Why are you keeping them there? I've talked to so many people who have problems with this person or that person. And for whatever reason, they keep those people on their list. Why? And when they mention fake friends and they constantly say that you know that's who they're referring to. Those people, that's who is being talked about. So why are you keeping people around like that? They become a distraction. When you're having to address them all the time, or you call them haters, or whatever it is you want, however you want to refer to them, you are distracting yourself from whatever it is that you need to do. You have goals, you have ambitions, addressing fake friends and finding something to say about them all the time. That's nothing more than a distraction. It's a distraction. Why do you have people on your list, in your circle, where you feel like you have to say this all the time? And this whole, the new year, I'm going to get rid of some people. Why don't you do it now? Why are you waiting? Why do you have to announce that you're going to get rid of people? Just do it. Why do you need to speak up and tell everybody, I'm fake friends ain't going to be nothing by the time the new year gets, why go through all that? Just do it. Just drop them. Just drop them. There's so much talk about the fake, but if we're doing this much talking about it, either nobody, again, I said this before, either you're not learning your lesson or you're deliberately keeping people around who are toxic. Why? All that does is hurt you. Sometimes do people change? Sometimes they do. But if you're talking about them in that manner and you haven't discussed anything with them, you're not looking for them to change. You're looking to just have something to talk about. And then watching the huge collection of friends all jump on and, respond to a social media comment. Someone's commenting about fake friends and everyone comes on and says, yeah, girl, or yeah, brother, whatever it is. It's like all these fake friends all over the place. You're referring to specific people. Let's stop pretending we're speaking in general terms. You're not. You're speaking about specific individuals. Toxic people that you are choosing, making the conscious choice to keep in your circles, on your list, and in your lives. For what? To prove something to them? Because they're fake, you want to get to a certain point in life so you can rub it back in their faces? For what? What is that going to do? To prove how fake they are? And what if it backfires? What if it doesn't go the way you expect it to go? Your success will get to them. If you're looking to be successful in any kind of way, believe me, it will get to them. You don't have to keep them there to try and prove anything. We spend such a great deal of time on these toxic individuals, fake friends. How much time are you giving those who love you? Those you love? How much attention are they receiving? Very little. But every other day, every 5 minutes, it seems, every other post, you got to address all the fake that's in the world. All the fake that's around you. You have to do all this. If you're talking about it that much, very few people, and no, I'm no psychiatrist or anything like that, or psychologist, but no one, I truly believe, no one is going to talk about someone so much if they're not aware of who those people are. In other words, if I'm going to sit here and talk about fake friends, I'm not going to do it so much and have no idea who I'm talking about. Yeah, we can speak in general terms. Of course we can. Mentioning fake friends doesn't have to mean I have somebody in particular in mind. But you know what I'm talking about. Those who talk about these fake friends constantly, every day, it's like you have people in mind if you have to talk about it that much. You have folks in mind. So why are you making the decision to keep them there? And this is social media. There is no need to have anybody on your social media that you can't have on your telephone list. You don't need anybody on there. In other words, it is not so vital that somebody who you consider a fake friend stays on your friends list. If they are a link or a connection to someone or something else, guess what? There's all kinds of ways to get to that person that you're trying to keep in touch with, to where you don't have to deal with this fake friend. And if you're making the conscious decision to do that, if you're convincing yourself that, hey, this person is being fake, but I got to keep them on my list because you're telling yourself there's some reason behind, there's some reason such as, this person is able to let me know about whoever else and all this and that, that's fine. Then you should not be talking about them being fake all the time. Because if they're on your list and you don't feel that you are friends with them, then you are being just as fake as they are. And I'll end with that. Sometimes fake friends is about friends being fake. Sometimes the talk about fake friends is about friends being fake. Other times, it's about takes one to know one. In other words, you know about all these people being fake because you're fake yourself. This is Robert People of robertpeople.com. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. And I will see you back here later.